Hello friends, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll see how we can do the routing into the React application. So what is routing? So routing is nothing but whenever we put some URL into the browser, and according to the URL parameters, we enter the specific page. So that is nothing but called as routing. So let's say, for example, I'm going to stackoverflow.com. Okay, here we just have stackoverflow.com https colon slash slash stackoverflow.com. So here it is loading one specific page. Now let's say we go to the stack under products, question and answer. So you can see that URL is changed, stackoverflow.com slash questions. So for that we have loaded some specific page. Now let's say for other talent, the URL is changed, and for that some other page is loaded. So this is nothing but called as routing. So we have to implement similar kind of thing whenever we have this kind of requirements. How we can do that into the React? So we'll see that today. Okay. So let's start. For that, we need a package which we need to install. This package does not come by default. For that, we need to install that package. So what is the package name? React router DOM. So how do we install it? npm I D is for the development and React hyphen router hyphen DOM. So that is the package. Just enter now, and it's installed now. Okay. So for I've created a few components over here, which are like related to contact. This is a contact page. For home, I am saying this is a home page. I have created two components already, which I'm going to show. So in React, what we do as a routing. So according to the URL, which component we want to render, that is nothing but we go into the React. So I have created all these two components, home, contact, and I've already have the block component. Okay. So let's start now. For that, for what is the first component we need? It's a browser router. Okay. Inside that, we are going to use the routes. Okay. So we'll import this. I'll just say import browser router, comma routes, comma route. These three components are required from where our newly installed package React Router DOM. Okay. Now say routes. We have multiple routes. So, uh, that is this is a child component now, and now let's say route. Okay, here I'm saying path is for if I have just empty path, there is nothing after the localhost slash 3000. Then which element I want to render. So element is nothing but the component which you want to render. So I'm saying home. Let's import this home component. Okay. Now let's say when I am entering path as slash blocks, what element I want to render? Let's say I want to render this specific element, this specific component. Now let's say I have contact page. So I'm saying slash contact. Whenever I will say slash contact, so which component I want to render? Slash contact. And here I will say, okay, just import this contact component. Okay, now we can try these things. Okay, just start for a React application, npm start. Okay, So now you can see I have not, I don't have any parameter or any further parameter after the localhost 3000. Hence it is loading. This is home page. Now let's say I try to blocks, then it is loading the blocks component where I have the block specific component. Okay, now let's say I'm saying contact. So this is a contact page. So likewise we can do. Okay, now here we need to enter it. Okay, so let's say we try to add a component where we have all these things. Okay, how I can put on the how we can have the menu, and on the click of menu how we can show the components. So let's add those, and let's say on the home page here, instead of, let's say, add a div, and here I'll add UL unordered list, and we need one more component. Here we will not use anchor tags. We'll use link component, which is helpful in our application, in our React application. This is an inbuilt component inside the React Router DOM, which will help us to navigate. Okay, here we need two. I'll say slash blocks, blocks. Okay, and li link to slash contact. Okay, and here we'll show the outlet from the React Router cloud. So what is the outlet component used? Outlet component used to show the child element of this thing. So we'll just get to know about this. So let's go into the app.tsx again, and so anyhow we have the slash, okay, inside of it. So in every URL, so I'm just saying, okay, now here we can put this two component, two routes inside of. Okay, now on the path slash means there is when there is nothing out of after localhost 3000, home component is rendered, and whenever we have something after slash or localhost 3000 or a main URL, let's say blocks, then inside of home we will render the blocks component. So this is we are going to render the block component or the contact component inside the home component itself as a child of it. So let's try this now. This is, we are here. You can see I'm clicking on the blocks. Let's see, I'm not adding anything. So there is nothing. When I'm trying to click on blocks, block component is loaded. Now click on contact page is loaded. Okay. So likewise we can do whenever we want to have the child routing. So we can do that like this when you have different parameters into the URL. According to that you can do. Okay. This is this way we can do. And let's say we are trying to add something which is does not present over here. Okay, it went to blank. There is no URL. There is no route available for this specific test. So how do we handle it? We should ideally show that page not found. So how do we handle it? So let's create a page not found component, not found dot esx, and I'll write function not found. Okay, this will return again a JSX h1 page not found. Port default not found. Okay, now go into the app.tsx again, and here let's say route path equals to star. So, and here we will say not found component. If there is anything entered which is not found into the URL in our these routes, so it will load the page not found component. So you can see over here when I've entered test, it is saying page not found. Let's say I'm saying blocks, so it is loading the correct block component. When I'm saying contact, so it is loading the contact page blocks. So likewise you can do uh, test to or maybe anything else. Page not found. So likewise, you can implement the not found component. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you.